Alright, so now Night Watchman has backup this time. He's got the Winged Sentinel with him. This isn't another player, this is the Winged Sentinel ally card. Uh, so he's not quite as good as having another player along, but he's a lot better than having nobody else along. So this is a plot. So plots are a little different than menaces because they don't have any symbols at the bottom here to neutralize them. So when we go and put the plot card down here, it says the threat dissipates if no agents are active when plot card is resolved. So that means when we get to this plot card at the end of the threat resolution, if there's no active agents anywhere, then it goes away. Essentially, the plot is kind of a recipe for mayhem, and as long as there's people there, agents that can act on the plot and make it move forward, then it will. But if there's no one there, then there's no point in having a threat there because there's no one there to cause any trouble. So plot card goes here, and then any other active cards go face up. So here we've got a minion, Chronobot Mark II, nasty bugger. Menace, no. Villain, no. Minion, yes. Alright, minion goes here. There's a symbol die icon there, so we're going to take one of these, roll it, and then that's added to the symbols that need to be neutralized in order to get rid of this card here. So place the rest of the threat deck over here. We notice there's that little man with a gun symbol that was the same as the agent. Oops, the agent symbol down here. So that's because as long as there's a threat deck, as long as there are face down cards here, it counts as one agent. Henchmen, they're agents. Minions, yep, they're agents. Villain, absolutely, they're agents. So we need all of these spaces empty here if we want to get rid of this. So plots are trickier than menaces are in terms of resolution. So we go through the steps again. So place the active cards, that's done. Resolve the immediate effects in reverse chain of command order. So starting at the end here, immediate effects, add 1 damage token to this location. Take one of these, put it in the location, that's resolved. Here, all heroes present must flip a power card or gain an injury card. That's not fun. So, hey, this card's back. Let's do that. So this allows me to avoid the effect of an active threat card. Perfect. Unfortunately, Winged Sentinel doesn't have that option here. So, what happens to allies when they normally would get an injury or a shock card or have to flip a card? They lose vitality. So, it goes from 3 to 2. That's all the cards. We hit Clow, our threat deck. So we are still at having to draw 3 cards, but this threat deck is pretty thick. So I doubt that we will get through it in this turn. So hopefully we can make a dent in it, though. So first card, Henchman. Henchman is white bordered. White bordered cards, they get placed in the chain of command. So we don't have to deal with them right away. We can wait until we've dealt with all the cards that we have to deal with, and then we can move on there. But he's in the chain of command, which means we can't get rid of the Chronobot as long as this guy's still here. So that was card 1. This is card 2. Innocent Bystander, black bordered. We need to do something about it pronto. So I'm going to use my unerring aim because this punch symbol is no use against the Chronobot. Some use against the Henchman, but I've got other stuff that I can use there too. So unerring aim, ping, Henchman, saved. Card 3, that was Bystander saved, not Henchman. Card 3, another Henchman, put him on here. So I have a few things that can hurt these guys, but both of these just happen to be very strong against mental, which unfortunately is the only symbol that he can provide in terms of offensive capabilities. So What he can do, though, is all heroes in your location may refresh a power card once per turn. So these are power cards. Refresh means take it from this side, flip it over, use it again. So I'm going to say we can draw additional cards. We can dent this deck a little more. So drawing an extra card, a henchman. This one here, the mental can help. So by my calculations, we can probably take care of another one of these. Innocent bystander. Alright. I've got mind control here, which can help. So I'll use that. Flip that. Produce 2 of these symbols. Only one of them gets used. The other one, there's nothing that I can immediately use it on, so that means it's lost. There's no keeping track of it for later. But if I'd had a card that required 2 symbols, or if, for instance, this card here could have been neutralized with a bystander symbol, then I could have used that second one, as long as I respected the chain of command. Since this power allows me to affect any card in the chain of command, I could have used this symbol anywhere if it had been possible. I go 1, 2, 3, 4. I can do another one. Another henchman. Alright, I think that's where we're going to stop here. So, how am I going to get rid of all these henchmen? Wing Sentinel can, at the cost of 1 vitality, use this. He's got 2, so let's do that. Wing Sentinel uses his mind control powers, or his Aura of Might, and neutralizes this guy. Goodbye. These 3 guys, though, tough against mental, so Wing Sentinel won't be able to help me on any of these. What he can do, though, is he can use his leadership, so in the threat phase, which is now. So using his last vitality allows me to refresh a power card. So unerring aim, get that back. Let's use it. Punch this henchman down. I need 2 more of these, so here's one. Here's a second one, because this here can be used to replace any symbol. So, pow pow. Now, 3 cards. Sorry, not 3 cards. 3 symbols in order to get rid of the Chronobot. Can I do it? It would seem like the answer is a no. I do have 3 vitality, though. And 3 vitality will allow me to reuse one of these cards 3 times. This wild symbol here, that helps. The Night Watchman is the only character that has that symbol on a level 1 card. So it looks super powerful now, but he can't be everywhere. The other characters get that symbol at varying other levels. But the Night Watchman, Analytic Genius, fits in with the character. So 3 vitality brings me down to 0. Neutralizes this Chronobot. Pang. So we keep moving our way up. Pip, pip, pip. There's no other cards. All there is this plot card. So we look at the thresholds here. So we look at, the X effects, right? So we're at step 5 here, resolve all threat effects in chain of command order. So what do we see? Dissipate this threat if there's no active agents. Any active agents? Nope. Yes, there is. This threat deck here, agents lurk within it. So what do? We look at the various thresholds. So are there 2 or more agents? No, there's only 1. So thankfully, none of these effects will take place because the other thresholds are at 5 and 6. But if there had been 5 henchmen, well, we would have done the effect listed for 2 and the effect listed for 5. As it